Welcome back. My name's Emily Boulin with Sally Crew at Sally Beauty, and today I'm going to show you how I did block color using Sally Beauty's GVP in Arctic Fox.
So to begin, I want to section out the block of color I want to paint silver. Once I find the section of hair that I'd like to paint silver, I'm going to braid off the rest of my hair that's going to contain the vivid color. That way I can keep my sections organized and more put together. After dampening this section of hair, using GVP Demi-Gloss Liquid Hair Color in 9T, I begin applying the demi color to the brassiest areas of my hair. Although the directions do not tell me to dampen my hair before applying the hair color, whenever using a demi-gloss as a toner, I prefer to have wet hair when applying. That way the color goes on more blended, it's got a softer overlay, and will act more as a toner than an actual hair color. After working on the areas where I see the most orange and yellow, I systematically work up the section in horizontal subsections, saturating all of the hair evenly. The reason I use GVP Demi-Gloss for my silver color is because it is a demi-permanent hair color, which means it's going to last longer than a semi-permanent hair color. So although I have options to use silver in a vivid tone, because most vivids are going to be semi-permanent, my silver color will actually last longer because it's a demi-permanent hair color. Process for 20 minutes, shampoo, and finish. After finishing, I resection out the hair that I just colored. This will help maintain control and keep sections consistent. From here, I pulled down the opposite front quadrant to be colored next while pinning up the remaining hair in the back. For my favorite icy pink, I'll be using Arctic Fox and Frose. When working in quadrants, I like to paint the perimeter edges of the section before going through each layer to maximize coverage. The best part about this block color is that I'm only using one color on all of my vivid sections. Therefore, it's okay if I accidentally hit the back or overlap when going through each section, as long as I'm not tapping the silver block I created previously. A great trick is to pick up the hair, making sure you're not overlapping your silver section, but that way you can see everything around your ear and you're not missing any places. From here, I move in thin horizontal sections, always pulling the hair forward and never on top of my silver block. Whenever I need to create a subsection and I need to pin the heavier side of the hair up, I always pin the hair back on the section that will eventually be colored pink, never on the silver square. Moving horizontally, I make sure I'm working in tiny enough sections that all the hair is getting saturated. It helps to roll or expand the hair to make sure that every piece is getting touched by the product. Vivid hair color can feel a little sticky because it's very conditioner based. So just being able to take your fingers and pull the hair out because maybe you couldn't get as tiny of a section as you wanted is a great way to make sure that all the hair is getting covered. Twisting and turning the hair does help with saturation on both sides. I also like to use my hand as a backboard. That way I have a palette to lean the hair against. Double check your saturation and coverage in vertical partings to find any missed areas. When that section is finished, pull a vertical inch-wide section from the untouched pin hair. This will be different than what we did earlier. The remaining hair will then be clipped up. From there, you're going to take an inch parting at the very bottom of your vertical section and also pin up the rest of that hair. Beginning with the bottom, as you paint the new section, feel for the base of your head, making sure all hair is saturated at the base for maximum coverage. When painting the mid-lengths, it helps to use your hand as a backboard. When you've completed that bottom section, go ahead and pull down another horizontal section directly above the one you just painted. Continue this process until you reach the top section. A tip for when painting the higher sections of your hair: hold your hair up in the mirror where you can see it, and don't load your brush too heavy in case of fallout. As you finish painting those higher sections, be sure to pull them sideways or diagonally, and always avoid placing the painted hair on the silver block section. As a pro tip, if you're worried about getting pink hair color on your silver block, you can lay conditioner and a foil on top of the silver block to protect it from paint fallout. When finished with your vertical section, continue to work vertically, pulling all hair to the opposite side of the block of silver color. When you've completed painting all of the rest of the hair, process for 30 minutes and rinse with cold water. No need to shampoo, you can just finish with conditioner and blow dry. And these are the final results. I love that we did block color today because no matter where I part my hair, I'll get a different look, so it's very versatile. And I always suggest for new vivid color users, play with pastels because they're very non-committal and they fade really pretty, so it's a great way to start your hair color journey. Thanks for watching DIY University. My name's Emily Boulin with Sally Crew, and you can get all of these products at Sally Beauty.